following tools and techniques are used for collecting requirements process. First off, we have the expert judgment. Expertise should be considered from individuals or groups with specialized knowledge or training in fields like business analysis, requirements elicitation, requirements analysis, requirements documentation, project requirements in previous or similar projects, diagramming techniques, methods, facilitation, and conflict management techniques. Then we have the data gathering. Data gathering techniques that can be used for this process would include brainstorming, interviews, focus groups, questionnaires and surveys, benchmarking. Next, we have the data analysis. The data analysis techniques that can be used for this process would include document analysis, which consists of reviewing and assessing any relevant documented information. In this process, document analysis is used to elicit requirements by analyzing existing documentation and identifying information relevant to the requirements. There is a wide range of documents that may be analyzed to help elicit relevant requirements. Examples of documents that may be analyzed would include agreements, business plans, business process or interface documentation, business rules repositories, current process flow, marketing literature, problem or issue logs, policies and procedures, regulatory documentation such as laws, codes, or ordinances, and requests for proposal and use cases. Then we have the decision making. Decision making techniques that can be used in the collect requirements process would include voting. Examples of voting techniques would include unanimity, majority, plurality, autocratic decision making, and multi-criteria decision analysis. Then we have the data representation. Data representation techniques that can be used for this process would include affinity diagrams, mind mapping. Interpersonal and team skills, context diagrams, and prototypes are another set of tools and techniques. Prototyping examples would be something like a small scale products, computer generated 2D and 3D models, mockups, or simulations. Prototypes allow stakeholders to experiment with a model of the final product rather than being limited to discussing abstract representations of their requirements. Prototypes support the concept of progressive elaboration in iterative cycles of mockup creation, user experimentation, feedback generation, and prototype revision. When enough feedback cycles have been performed, the requirements obtained from the prototype are sufficiently complete to move to a design or build phase. Storyboarding is a prototyping technique, showing sequence or navigation through a series of images or illustrations. Storyboards are used on a variety of projects in a variety of industries such as film, advertising, instructional design, and on agile and other software development projects. In software development, storyboards use mockups to show navigation paths through web pages, screens, or other user interfaces. See you in the next lecture.